Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking the TEQ LR Goku and Gohan into the Cell Max event. I haven't actually seen anyone use them in this event so far, and we did the video the other day showing off how great a rotation they are with this TEQ Goku. They share 6 out of 7 links. Goku's a slot 1 unit, and then they're a great slot 2 unit. After they've super attacked, their defense is actually pretty good. So I thought it'd be interesting to see how well they do in this event. Now, obviously, they fall into the category that many units in the game at the moment fall into, where when we get to TEQ Cell Max, we will probably just die to a super attack. But they probably can tank normal attacks depending on how the supers go. Because obviously, if we get, is it 20 key? They get a guaranteed additional super attack. So yeah, 20 key. And they do get extra key per orb, so that won't necessarily be too difficult to do. So anyway, we're going to jump in and see how we get on. I did use them on the GOKU Gohan team in the original showcase, but I don't know, that team is really tricky to use in Cell Max because you don't often get enough time to get the super attacks off with the STR Goku and Gohans. I've got one on the team, you can see already, but I guess technically, if I'm going to be running him on the team, can I just run him as the leader? Super Saiyans or Goku family? Yeah, I can, right? So if I'm just going to run him on the team anyway, then I probably should run him as the leader, because then we are going to get more buffs. So if I just do this, make it as easy as possible to find the characters. So throw you on and then throw you back on. Because Namek Goku can actually be pretty good for this event. So this is the team we're going to run. I'm not going to run a support memory. Actually, no. Let's bring the defense one. I don't like running the buff support memories because I feel like you need to stall in the early turns. So if you're bringing one that makes your team do more damage, then that obviously makes that a bit more difficult. But let's go ahead and jump straight in. Okay, so let's see. We don't have a terrible first turn. If as long as there's an attack in slot 1, yeah, which I was going to say, I assume there will be. So we can put Namek Goku. We need to get Namek Goku to start building up as early as possible. And then realistically, what we need to do is we actually need to... God, of course the rainbow orb came down. I was going to say, realistically, we need to not super attack with Goku and Gohan in the early stages, right? Because they're going to do too much damage. So I was hoping to just pick up that one lone orb, and then of course the way the orbs dropped down, a rainbow orb appeared as well. So we are going to have to super attack with them. The general stalling plan, if you guys have seen any of the previous like Cell Max videos that I've done, it's a good strategy for quite a few of the teams that will be effective in this event, is you basically just want to, in the first 2 stages, any units who do not stack, whether it's on their super attack effect or if, you know, some units have a stacking effect in their passive where they need to attack a certain number of times or super attack a certain number of times, that kind of thing. Any units that don't do that, if they don't stack at all, like basically if they don't need to super attack, you should try not to super attack with them. Because then obviously you stall out the event, and here we got like, unfortunately got good luck with the LR getting the extra additional from like the hidden potential and everything. Because ideally we want them to do as little damage as possible. Vegeta getting the double super is good, so he gets double stacks. And it is good that we didn't finish him off. I think I need to put you in slot 1, because we need Goku and Gohan to super attack 3 times so that we can exchange into Gohan. So even though I do also want Namek Goku to stack, it's probably a good idea to put him in slot 1. It's not the best slot 1 unit, but of course in this early stage when the difficulty is low, he's still tanking those hits for double digits, so that's fine. So he takes him out. That's 1 super attack. We floated off the other Goku, so now we got Namek Goku here. Now Namek Goku in slot 1 is not great, right? So we want to do... I feel like we can end up taking quite a lot of damage on this turn if we don't at least get a super, because we need to raise our defense. Namek Goku is potentially going to take some damage here as well, because he's an int unit he's going to be getting hit with type disadvantage. Same with the Vegeta and Goku as well, the LR Vegito in the final slot, to be fair. If they don't get that 30% chance to dodge off at least like once, you know, or once or twice against those AoEs, we could potentially start taking a bit of damage. See, they still took almost 10k, which is crazy. Namek Goku, after supering a couple of times on the previous turn, actually took less damage than them. That is kind of wild. Dodge? No? 42k. I mean, it's not the worst. We can build back up from there. Namek Goku in slot 2 is obviously loving the Cell Max physical phase. We've mentioned this in videos where we've used him before, but him getting hit with the AoE means that he gets the guaranteed additional super from being hit before he attacked, and he gets the chance to additional from being in slot 2 or 3. So, which he didn't do. Because he can super attack with hidden potential as well. If you put him in slot 2 and he gets hit by an AoE, he can super attack 4 times in this one turn. But he only super attacked twice. Good for the stalling, not so great for the fact that he is one of the units that we ideally need to be getting stacks. But it is what it is. So we got the Icarus support memory already. That's not really ideal. We kind of wanted that for Cell Max, but let's see. We want Goku to get hit with the AoE, so we should put him in slot 2. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then, who has the higher defense? Xeno Vegeta. So we'll give Xeno Vegeta the Int Orb. So we get a little bit of extra HP back here. And we are building up the Dokkan gauge. So we should be able to, maybe... It depends how many more turns we get. We probably aren't going to have that many more turns against the physical phase, because I don't know if we are even going to be able to actually get to the Dokkan attack, but because this Namek Goku is the one that was on rotation with Goku and Gohan last time when they finished off the STR phase. So this Int Namek Goku that's on this turn hasn't gotten any stacks off so far at all, and sadly we only got an additional normal. If there had been an additional super, we would be ready to exchange with them on the next turn. And the problem is, there's no way we are getting another rotation of the STR Goku and Gohan while we're still in the physical phase. So we are going to have to roll the dice against TEQ Cell Max. I mean, Goku has the dodge, and his post-super attack defense isn't the worst, but it's not something you really want to be relying on. But we do have the rotation that I wanted, and we have the revival. So, I am going to heal. You're locked in slot 1, so that's fine. That's where I was going to put you anyway. I am going to heal, because even though we do have the revival available, I don't really want to get it, right? I want to get the, let's see. I do want to get the 18 key super with you. If I do this, how are all these Int Orbs going to connect up? And then the STR ones at the side. Because Goku and Gohan get extra key with the orbs they pick up, so we should be good, right? Yeah, so that gives you 19 key, and that gives you more, so we'll do that. Alright, so we could still just get absolutely destroyed, but it will be interesting to see how much Goku and Gohan take from a super, if we get that far. We'll do this. Plus, of course, we can't die on this turn because we have the revival available. Oh, and of course that means we don't have guard. Yeah. I always forget about that. Yeah, gotta remember, if we have the revive available, that means we don't have the guard. So now, unfortunately, that means we also now have to make it through another turn to get to the Goku Gohan rotation. Unfortunately, that means I just shouldn't have used the Senzu Bean on the last turn. If I was thinking more clearly, that would have been a much better. What turn is it? Turn 6. Oh, if only we were on slightly lower HP. That is unfortunate. All right, so you have 253. I feel like we're basically dead now. This did not quite go the way I was expecting it to, so I think we need to heal again, which is annoying. So we'll do that, and then do this. So, we are... Okay, I was going to say, we're probably dead this turn for a multitude of different reasons. But 723. Okay, well, or 732 even. Well, let's just try that again, shall we? Alright, so we are reviving with the TEQ Goku. We're getting near to the end of the physical phase. This actually worked out quite nicely because we're going to revive. We've got Goku and Gohan together, which is the rotation obviously we want to show. But getting the revival here, because it obviously ends the turn and goes on to the next turn, now we're going to have the STR Goku Gohan rotation. And I think if they don't have it ready to go already now, this is going to be the last super they need. Yes, this should be the last super attack we need to get with them in order for them to be able to transform on the next turn. So go ahead and do this. Grab these for you. Ideally, we don't kill with the STR Goku, so we can get another stack for Namek Goku, but I guess we'll see. So we've gotten the revive off with the TEQ Goku, so he has guaranteed guard and the 50% chance to crit. So I feel like this upcoming first rotation against the TEQ Cell Max should be pretty good. And we should actually get to see the TEQ Goku and Gohan attack, which is kind of the whole point of the video. So yeah, in November, they not only last year, they not only did the hero stuff, but they did a lot of buffs for crossover. Like they did the 16 and 21 EZA, they did the awakenings for the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas and the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. So I can see that they probably will do something similar this time as well, right? Hopefully, with like the awakenings for like, say, or like EZAs for like the Xeno Trunkses, maybe even the EZAs for, maybe the EZA for Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. That would be pretty hype. But yeah, let's go ahead and use the active skills, because I don't know how much damage we can output in this one turn. But imagine if we get lucky with like crits and additionals and stuff like that, we could actually... Could we one turn him? Oh, of course the skip is on. Oh well. Alright, we'll make sure we get to see this one at least. Gets rid of an action as well, so that's good for him. Well, actually, I guess technically it's also not good for him, because it means he's not getting hit in slot 1 now, which means he's not getting the effective against all types and everything, but oh well. So we'll do this, because then we can get all the tech orbs for LR, Goku and Gohan. So we get the full 24 key super with them. So they've got no support on this rotation. They've got 278k pre-super. So... Remember, they are getting... How much do they get on super attack? 58%, and then they get an extra 58% if it's a ultra super. They also got extra defense per orb. So, I mean, their defense is going to be pretty high. The only problem is if they get super attacked as, like, the first attack. Because I'm fairly sure we die to a super. But I really want to see how much they take from normal attacks. That's kind of the whole point of the video, right? Because we know they can put out good damage. This rotation with the TEQ Goku is obviously very powerful. We get the additional super attack with him as well. So he should be looking pretty good. We have gotten a few 18 key supers with him before we got to this stage. So he's not like fully built up or anything. But 8.7. Let's go. This is my LR Goku and Gohan. There I have one dupe, by the way. So nice big crit. We're going to get the guaranteed additional super because we got to 20 key. So there's another defense raise because of the super attack effect. And then can we get the hidden potential one as well? We don't. They take 169k. Oof. I actually genuinely did not think it was going to be that high. That is... oof, that's a bit crazy. So, maybe they are not viable for this event then, I guess. Because a lot of people might only have them at 55%. And... even though we had no support, that's 6 out of 7 links active, double super, and they still got absolutely destroyed. So, obviously the Cell Max event is not a good measuring stick for units because, you know, that Goku and Gohan unit is very, very good. But man, I did not expect them to take that much damage from him, so that is kind of crazy. So, as good a unit as they are, not very good for Cell Max. But we did see from the JP producer letter that came out yesterday that the Cell Max is deliberately supposed to be the hardest boss in the game, which I actually think is kind of cool. One of the things they said they wanted him to be super difficult so that basically as the player playing the event, like Cell Max is supposed to strike fear into the players like he does in the movie when he first appears, because he's so powerful, which I think that's actually kind of cool. But they did specifically mention that like the new events are not going to be as hard or harder than this. So a unit not being able to tank in this event obviously does not mean that they are bad. But yeah, unfortunately, as great as this unit is, as much as I love to use them, sadly, it seems like they are not very good for Cell Max, but there you go.